So friends, hello everyone. Today I'll be responding to your comments left under this video, all secrets of Hollywood waves, and let's open up the comments. Hey, great video! What haircut is ideal for this style? More straight across or layered? I have my wedding in a year and debating on how I wanna cut my hair. As you can see, I initially divide the hair into equal rows. It's very important for me that at the bottom our hair is approximately the same thickness, because if we now turn on the video at the end, you will see that ideally our ends here should be very thick. If you have a haircut in layers, that is, the first row will be trimmed here, the second here, then your tips will be very thin, just like mine. The peculiarity of the mannequin is that, for example, it's indicated that the mannequin's hair length is 60 centimeters. But this means that this length will be at the longest hair, that is, from the crown to somewhere down here, it will be 60 centimeters. But not all hair here will be 60 centimeters, otherwise we would have a very thick cut. And in fact, in hairstyles, a thick cut isn't very beautiful, but specifically in the Hollywood wave, it's very important that here the hair was maximally filled and thick at the bottom. So my advice to you is to not have any kind of layered haircut. Ensure the length is as it is, ideally so that the hair straight down all had the same length without any layers. Otherwise, all these layers will stick out very ugly from the surface, and they will need to be very neatly incorporated, which is what we usually do at the last stage. So all these layers, for example, here will have tips sticking out here and there, and moreover these very ends will be very sparse, because remember, this is still a mannequin, and if you are doing it without a mannequin, your hair will most likely be sparser. Not necessarily, but possibly most likely. So leave your haircut as it is. Next question, love. What would you do in the case of a client having naturally curly hair and wanting these waves? Would you blow waves straight first, or is there another method you prefer? Also a very good question. If we actually have natural hair and the person wants such curls, it's important to understand exactly what these hair are, because natural hair can be absolutely different. In fact, the hair of my mannequin in this case, as you can see, they are actually preliminarily straightened at the root. That is, if the structure of your client's hair, natural hair, is approximately such, or just a little bit of such wave or fluff, you can leave everything as it is. Yes, you can straighten it with a blow dryer or with a straightening iron, just the crown where the partings are, so that everything was perfectly neat. Yes, so that we have such smoothness everywhere on the surface. Otherwise there will be such ugly waves on top. If your hair is really fluffy, if your client has such hair, they of course need to be straightened, because it's important to understand that on such a wavy fluffy structure you will never in life curl such a beautiful neat clean wave. Everything needs to be straightened, ideally, of course, with a blow dryer and brushing. If you are not a hairstylist like me, you can do it with a straightening iron. And not all natural hair holds a curl well. Sometimes natural hair holds a curl beautifully. This is usually seen in reality, so it's very important to do a rehearsal with natural hair initially and then look. If the hair is such that they straighten out and do not hold a curl, then we naturally straighten them. Yes, if they are of such quality, and then we must add something to them so they don't straighten out. That is, it could be any sea salt spray. There are actually a lot of sea salt sprays, and use them along the length so that the hair becomes stiffer. And of course, just as I use in the video, the pump spray before curling each strand, because this is very important. Specifically, this spray gives the hair stiffness. That is, we use it before curling. Definitely we use it after curling, and again, if your hair naturally doesn't hold a curl well. I use a 28mm curling iron. In the video you take 25 or possibly even 19mm, and most importantly, place these rows close to each other on the curling iron. and hold for a long time, 40 seconds in real time, which is very long. The strand is held. What is the powder and what's it used for? I use hair powder. This is a Russian brand Next, but you can use any other like Schwarzkopf or this got to be a Taft. It doesn't matter. The powder is like talc, that is, it gives the hair such dryness, stiffness, so we sprinkle the powder at the root zone of the hair, as I already said, thoroughly, plus powder, and we create this backcombing which turns out to be quite dry, stiff, and therefore it holds very well. Even if the client's head will sweat, this powder will be adsorbed and soft. That is, you will feel they will be very softly crumble. Powder in this sense gives us stiffness to the hair. So you can see I sprinkle powder on all the hair so that they were stiff. So they are stiff after the Schwarzkopf pomp spray. They are stiff after the powder, and of course in the end we all cover it with pomp spray. So we have a lot more comments left. Therefore, if you like this video format, please definitely leave comments. I read them all, try to see and respond to everything. And if you like this video format, of course, I will shoot more. Thank you all for watching.